Yeah, how you doing, everybody? It's the 24th of December 2009. It's the day before Christmas, and beautiful day, very cold here in Ireland by Irish standards. Probably not the rest of the world. People will laugh at the rest of the world, but by our standards it is. It's sort of -3 or -4 degrees. That's an extraordinary set of circumstances for us. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about three things today. The first two are in relation just to small snippets out of the newspaper lit in Ireland. The third thing is one of the other questions that we're going to pose. Yesterday in Dublin they had a shareholders meeting of AIB, the past resolutions relating to NAMA, and their chairman, the AIB chairman, mentioned in passing that they're going to need more state aid. So I've put the little link up if you want to see that. Alright? And it's just a thing in bypass. But the other thing is an interesting article from last Sunday's Independent, by Gene Kerrigan. Now he's a lefty, so I would agree with fair bulk of what he says. I wouldn't agree with everything he says, but agree with the fair bit of what he says. But this is an interesting article about the practical problems it faces Ireland and how a lot of it could be solved quite simply, but should we come up with some power? So you can't expect rational solutions out of these people. It's just anyway. I've put the link up for that. Have a look at it. It's just interesting. That's all I'd say. All right. The final thing I just want to talk about is a couple of things. I want to apologise to anybody if my language is offensive. I think I'll curtail the language a bit because I do sense that people find it a bit offensive and a bit over the top, and it's really not necessary. It shouldn't be necessary. So if it's not necessary, I'll try and avoid it in the future. Try and control myself a little bit better than I have been doing. All right. But the final thing I've come to is one of the questions we asked. The previous question was, why are we here? In other words, like, we are here, what are we doing? Where are we going? You know what I mean? And I have to say, some of the answers that I got were just phenomenal. I mean, extraordinary, the quality of them, the insight in them, the whole business, the logic, everything, all aspects of it. I was stunned. And if you want to go back, you can see them, you can see the little comments if you want to have a look at them. I'm sure a lot of people know what I'm talking about. Just go back there, a couple of the little postings I've done. Why are we here? You'll see it. It's about 4 or 5 postings. Alright? And it's fascinating. Now the next question is, we are here. Our reality is star, mudball, earth. Okay? Fly around the star once a year. Okay? That's the reality. In the middle of nowhere. Well, in the middle of our Milky Way, our galaxy, and our solar system. So we've ascertained we definitely are here. Next question is, are we alone? Alright? Very simple. Are we alone? And the reason I raise that is, if we're not alone, are there beings like us out there? Are there sentient creatures out there? And will we be able to learn things from them, meeting them? When we do meet them, whatever it is, or there's some sort of an interface between us, can we learn from them? That's all. Very simple. Are we alone? And the very final thing I want to say is, I want to wish everybody a wonderful holiday. Christmas is tomorrow. It's the great Christian feast day, Western civilization feast day. It's very important to some people. I think it's very important for most people, but from a religious point of view, it's very important for some people. And I wish them the best, and I hope they have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. And for people that are not overtly religious, who have their own personal faith systems, like I do, I hope everybody who's not involved in the Christian aspect of it has a wonderful holiday with their families, and if it's possible, maybe a chance for reconciliation between people, just to say to somebody, you might have hurt somebody, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that thing happened 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I just want to apologise about it. Only a small thing, but we're social creatures. At the end of the day, really, our social interplay is more important than anything. That's because that's what politics and economics and all that is all about. It's the lubrication for social interplay, for how we interplay with them, how we meet with one another, how we interface with people. And tomorrow is just a good opportunity, I think, to put your arms around somebody and say, I'm sorry. So, listen, have a nice time. There'll be no posting tomorrow, but don't forget, are we alone? Alright? Let's see what you have to say, because I'm sure some of the comments will be fantastic. Okay, good luck to everybody. Bye.